Hello again, everyone. We got another one of these small blocks by Jada. It's the 25th anniversary Fast and Furious Hans RX7, and this came out in 2026. This line of little 1/43rd-ish scale vehicles, and let's take a look at this thing. Nice, simple packaging, not too wasteful. I looked at a bunch of these at the store, and overall the quality control seems to be pretty good, better than Hot Wheels at least. So you don't have to worry too much if you buy online. All right, so first things first, you got this. You'll notice this looks weird. They're different, right? The reason why is you can have the wheels like in your regular, I guess, vertical stance, although it's still actually cambered, this front one. But the rears are pretty vertical. The only issue is they kind of stick out of the fenders, so it's kind of weird looking, I think. They're really designed to be cambered. Yeah, alright. So, and this one is cambered a lot, it looks like. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So we have a bunch of intercooler details there. And this is part of the metal casting, it looks like. This is plastic, I think, the sound of this. So I think that's part of the base, which is plastic. And it's nice that on the bottom it actually tells you it's a 1995 RX7 wide body, and it's licensed, of course. And then just press fit together. So, but as I mentioned, there's not much quality problems from what I saw at the stores. So the wheels are actually accurate to the movie car. It's just has the exposed axles, so you don't have that inner detail. The front end here, we do have some nice, lenses and stuff, but they're actually not the clearest that I've seen in collectible small cars. But there's 3 projector-looking lamps back there. And well, I gotta say the paint job actually now is starting to look like a Hot Wheels. It's very orange peel. I don't know if that's a problem with the casting or the way they paint it. Maybe it's powder coated and they put too much on and that's what happens. Leave a comment if you have some theories. Nice grill texture up in the little hood vents there. And it's nice that they, got the black paint on the door, that recessed area on the movie car. It's interesting. They have this little bump here on both sides, it looks like. I'm not sure if that's like a badge maybe on the... I'll bring up some photos maybe later. Okay, well, anyways, the black is carrying across the whole center top. And then we have a raw plastic wing here. And that seems to be pretty well molded. It's thinner plastic than, say, a Hot Wheels. But no major sink marks or anything like that I see from the cooling process. And then we do have a nice plastic taillight, and it fits very tight to the casting. So that's nice. Nice that we have a Fast and Furious license plate. And then we have a big giant exhaust pipe, if I could focus on it. It's kind of shiny. Yeah, plastic chromed, whoa, really deep hole there. I suppose you could add some paint in here. There's actually a little texture I can feel right there. Okay, so, hold on a second. I guess you probably want to know if it rolls well, because it is a toy after all. And it does. And you can put them in the normal position, the tires, the wheels or whatever. And now it rolls a lot more silent. A little bit of wobble. Seems more wobbly when you have the thing angled, or it's just louder when the wheels are angled. But I don't really play with my toys. I just pose them and put them away after this video, actually. So I went ahead and 3D printed my own center caps there. I actually crazy glued them to the edge so they actually spin with the wheels. And then I added just a little bit of black paint to these vents, and that is it to my recollection. Alright, so let's just pop that there and look at some other cartoon vehicles. So I reviewed the Supra before, and I also 3D printed some center caps for those wheels. So they're sharing the same orange paint, as you can see, but definitely the wheels are specific to each vehicle. So here's Muscle Machines. They haven't come out with an RX7 to my knowledge, but here's a Datsun 240Z. So it's much squatter, kind of similar in width And then maybe these mini GTs, these cubes are supposed to be 1/43rd because they're around the same width. Right, if I pop it up there, let's go low angle. In fact, let's just see, the width of them are all quite similar. But I would say I like this deformation the most. I just think that all three of these companies could have done this in 1/64 scale. So much smaller. That's a shame. And so ChoroQ does do more like 1/64 scale, and you can see how small it is, right? If you look at just the front of the ChoroQ, that's around the width of a 1/64 scale car. So I say it all the time, but you can collect a lot more things if they're smaller, unless you live in a mansion, which I do not. So that's why my channel is called what it is. Alright, well, still, it's a pretty cool little toy car, right? I do like it with the crazy camber. It doesn't actually work with the wheels vertical. I think it's just a waste of money, but it still looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys checking this out, and we'll see you the next time I get another one of these in. Bye.